Hey everyone, I hope you're having a nice weekend. I just wanted to start with a few things here in the greenhouse. I have more microgreens started and sprouting, so we just need to keep, especially these two trays that have not germinated yet, keep these misted every day. This tray, I need to look and see the best time to harvest microgreens. I'm figuring it's probably before the true leaves come out, which they're about to come out. So I don't know if we'll get to these in time. It's more just an experiment to see if it worked. I think I like using the soil better than this like bamboo mat thing because that just dries out so fast. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Just keeping everything watered. Outside, we can start harvesting some of the cilantro. You can see there's quite a few like bigger stems of it, especially over on this side. We can start doing that. We need to keep watering beds 3 and 4 because I direct sowed in there last week. With the temperatures going down this week, I might need to cover these. I'll think about that. Oh, real quick, before I go away from the rain garden, we can start trimming back. I guess we could have done this like months ago, but trimming back the spent black-eyed Susan flowers. You can see there are a couple of other ones that are kind of opening, but we'll just cut back the dead stuff. And I do have in the greenhouse, which I should have showed you, I got a donated grass, which I would like to put way down at this end, like the rocks kind of come up at the end and we can kind of tuck it in somewhere at the very end here. I'm not really that particular about where it goes. I just am not sure how big it's gonna get, so I kind of do want to have it a little bit out of the way in case it gets huge. Okay, so as far as harvesting, I feel like we did a decent amount of harvesting last week, but I'm sure there'll be more Swiss chard, more mustard, more kale, more collards, probably some more radishes. I'll kind of walk around and show you guys those here in a minute. But I did want to stop here for a couple of things. So this is red sorrel. It's like it has like a lemony tart flavor. And I want to start harvesting some of this. You know, probably just take like a fourth of what's here. There's also these peppers, which again, given that next week's gonna get cold, probably by Wednesday we should finish harvesting whatever is on here, and then we can probably even just pull the plants up because I don't think they're gonna last very long. We can start harvesting some of the lettuce. We won't harvest the whole head. We'll just go around and clip off some of the big leaves on the outside. And I know the red's a little bit smaller, but I still think we can start harvesting, just kind of clipping off a little bit here and there. There's mustard to harvest, kale. There were a ton of aphids on this kale, which I think I've mentioned. This is a Siberian kale. I sprayed it multiple times last week and cut a bunch of leaves off. So I'll just keep an eye on it. Hopefully with the cold weather next week, that'll help. But just something to keep an eye on if you're harvesting any greens, to just look on the underside. If they're really bad, we can just compost them. If they, just have a little bit on it, you can definitely just spray off what it has on it with the hose. But it does look like there's plenty of this kale to be harvested, and this kale has not looked as bad with the aphids. There's more radishes. You can see here, they're kind of poking up above the surface. So we'll harvest more radishes in this bed. There are radishes here, but they're not nearly as big. Well, actually, now that I'm saying that, there might be a couple of ones that we could harvest in here too, now that I'm saying that. We can harvest the tatsoi and whatever this other green is. I can never remember the name. Just the outer leaves along there. Here are the collards. These again are the ones that also have aphids, so we'll just have to look on the undersides. There's some collards that can be harvested. There's more radishes in here. This is bed 10. So we'll keep pulling out of here as well. We can harvest a little bit of this mustard with the rest of the green mustard. And then this, I think, is a mixed bed of both kale and cabbage. So you can see back here, if we harvest any cabbage leaves, you could get some of these big ones off of these. And then this here is kale. It looks like mostly in the front half of the bed. Oh, and speaking of cabbage, I've been harvesting lots of cabbage leaves. It looks pretty good. We could probably take a break on that. And let's see, is there anything else? I think that's about it. Oh, this cherry tomato plant might be dying this week again because of the cold weather, so we could pick off whatever's here. I don't know if people use green cherry tomatoes. I mean, I know that people are into green tomatoes, so I would expect that it's kind of the same. So let's finish just harvesting this by Wednesday, and then we can pull the plant out as well. And I think that is about it. No rain in the forecast. Surprise, surprise. So we'll just have to keep things watered where needed, but definitely not as much as we had been. So I most likely won't be here Monday, at least in the morning. My youngest has a field trip to an apple orchard, and it's his birthday, so I might be going with him. I probably will stop in either Monday afternoon or I'll come Tuesday instead. So if you're usually here on Monday, I might not see you. But the rest of the week I think is pretty much the same. So if you have any questions or need to reach me, just call or text. Thanks in advance for your help. Bye-bye.